Okay, hi everyone. G Marie here. I got a couple of questions on how to use my budget by paycheck Google spreadsheet. So I thought I would just go ahead and record a video and put it up so anyone that has any questions or is struggling or having a hard time using it can get, some benefit out of the video as well. So I'm going to go ahead and bring up my screen, bring up the spreadsheet, get the email, and you confirm your email. You're going to go ahead and make a copy and save a copy to your Google Drive. Once you save a copy to your Google Drive, you can then edit it and, start using the spreadsheet because now it's saved in your Google Drive. I shared it with you and it's now your copy. You're going to go over to the README tab, and this tab breaks it down. It explains on some things you should and shouldn't do within the spreadsheet, such as the protected cells. Here, as you see, we have protected cells and tabs that have certain data that calculate certain formulas and stuff for other tabs within the spreadsheet. So some things you don't want to really mess with, or if you see, some of them have a lock tab. Some you can change depending on if you want to change the color or edit it, customize it to your liking, but some you should don't go changing any or deleting any cells. Okay, so unfortunately it's not compatible with Excel. I'm sorry guys, it's only for Google Sheet right now. And it tells you about the date formats. So I'm just gonna go down this entire README tab and just go through the spreadsheet and explain it that way. So hopefully you guys, if you're watching and you have your spreadsheet open, you can just follow along as well. So we have the Start tab. So this is where you're gonna customize your categories. So let's go to the Start tab. And this is where you're going to put your income, your bills, expenses, savings, debt, all that good stuff. So if you have your full-time job, part-time job, and then a side hustle or a small business, you would enter the figures here, or not the figures, but you would enter the data here. And then your bills, you want to put your fixed monthly bills, and then your expenses, your savings, and your debt. You can also, for your savings, these can be sinking funds as well too. Now we've and this and the stuff that you enter here are going to carry over to the budget paycheck tab and also to other tabs as well. So what you enter here, you're going to see it you're going to see it populate in other tabs. So now let's go back to README. And so we're going to go now to the expense tracker. So the expense tracker, this is where you're going to track your expenses. You should be tracking your expenses every month. I like to do it at least once or twice a week just to go through my online banking, check my credit card, see whatever I spent, whatever I bought, and just track it. Whatever income came in, I track it as well. Whatever money I put away for savings, I track it. Debt payments, I track. So, and just let me do a little side note here too, as well. For the expense tracker, the one that is locked, well, you see the lock here. What I would do is I would duplicate this tab every month and then take the duplicated tab and hide it. You can hide it here. So you have duplicate and then afterwards you can hide it. Because if you don't, you're going to come back the next following month and delete all this, or delete all this data for a new month because there's only one tab. So you want to duplicate it so you can at least save the previous month to go back for your records. So okay, so we're in September. So today's 9/11. Um 9/11, let's say we got some income, we got paid. So income, and it was my full-time job, and let's say we brought in $800. Take note of the date, September 11th, because I'm going to explain that a little later. So just remember that. We're going to come back to that. So now we got paid. So let's say now, or before we even get paid, let's say, well, this is where you're going to track your expenses. So now we're going to go back to README and we're going to go to the Paycheck Budget tab, the first one. There are 4 tabs plus a 5th one, just in case it is a magic month. So you have 4 weeks and an extra one for magic months. So, and the same with the Paycheck Budget tabs. I would also duplicate those as well, just to save if you want to. You don't really have to duplicate those because, yeah, those you don't really have to duplicate. But I would definitely duplicate the expense tracker every month, just so you can have that for your records. So now we're going to the Paycheck Budget tab. And so here you're going to put the start date and the end date of that pay period. for the period that your paycheck is supposed to hold you through. Let's say we got paid today on the 11th. Your paycheck is supposed to last you, hopefully, the 7 days. But if not, or yeah, let's just say the 7 days. So we're gonna go to the 17th. So on the paycheck budget tabs, anything that is darkened in color, you cannot change or don't put any data in there. Those numbers are going to be populated from somewhere else. Anything that is white, you can definitely go ahead and input data, except for over here under the bill trackers and stuff like this. If you see these white fields, these are already populated because these are coming from your start tab. The stuff that you enter for your bills here are what's going to show up on your bill tracker, your expense summary, savings, and debt on your paycheck budget tab. So now we have, let's see, so this is the cash flow summary. So we have no rollover. And the income, down here you see the income summary. I budgeted $750 and I actually got $800. Where's the $800 coming from? Where is this being populated from? Remember on our expense tracker, I said to save the date, because since I put in September 11th here and I got income of $800, it is populating it on this paycheck tab because I put that the start date is 9/11 through 9/17. So anything within that pay, any expense that I track within that pay, within that period, is going to reflect on this paycheck tab. So the dates do matter for each, for each paycheck budget tab. So I budgeted $750. As you see, it's white. So I was the one who inputted that data. The actual came from the expense tracker. So let's say, let's go back to expense tracker. And let's say that on 9/12, I wanted to do my nails. So it's an expense, and that is under what? Beauty. And that cost me $60. Or let's say it cost me $55. As you see over here, once I go to my expense under beauty, I did budget $60 and it came out to $55 is what I input on the expense tracker. So that's where the numbers are coming from. A lot of the numbers will be coming from your expense tracker. So that's why it's important to track your expenses. So let's see. Let's go back and do some bills since I got numbers in here. So let's say 9/12, you paid your water, you paid a bill, and it was your water bill, and it was $160 for the quarter, like mine's. And then let's say you paid all your bills on the 12th. So you paid your internet bill, which was $50. And then you went ahead and let's get rid of this because we already did nails. Okay. So now we're going to go back to, and these are all within the same pay period. So this is the same paycheck. We're going to go to that paycheck, number 1. And as you see, the internet now came up. I budgeted $45.95 and it was actually $50. And in the water, I budgeted $161, it was $160, and so forth. And what I would do is I will also go through and check these off as they are paid, just so you can, have, it's for better tracking. And the same goes for the expense summary, savings tracker, and debt tracker. If you were to go to your expense tracker again and put, let's say 9/13 now, you actually put away some money into savings. For travel, you put away $40. Now we're going to go back to that paycheck tab, and savings, you see here that we saved $40. Now check it off. Boom, boom, boom. But prior to, you would have filled out the budget. So, and then let's say debt tracker, student loan, credit card. Let's say yes, you budgeted $60, because you want to make sure yes, you do your budget prior to getting paid. You want to already know where your money is going once you get your paycheck. Remember that. So you want to do this ahead of time. I'm kind of like doing it at the moment, but you should be budgeting before you get paid. At the moment you get paid, every dollar has a place. It has somewhere to go. Somebody is already calling for it. Just send it. All right. So let's see. What do we say? So same pay period, 9/13, and we said, what was that? Debt. I think it was credit card, and we paid $60. Now we're going to go back to that same paycheck budget tab and see, there it is. And so now, say for instance, it's the second week now, you would go ahead and budget out the week, go to your expense tracker and start tracking your expenses, and you will see them reflect on budget on Paycheck Budget Tab, number 2. So that's how that works. So now let's go back to the Start tab, or not the Start, the README, sorry. Let's go back to the README tab. And it explains if you do it. Until you get like really familiar with this tracker, I would not delete the README tab until like you've been using it for a while and you're content and you're comfortable with using it. Once you're good with it, you can just delete the README tab, or you can even just hide it. What I would do is hide it, so you can come back to refer to it later if need be. So, and then we have the calendar. So let's go to the calendar. So the calendar over here, you're gonna put the month and then the year, and you can have it set for either a Monday start or a Sunday start. I like my weeks to start on Sundays, so I have a Sunday start. And you're gonna come and put in your bills and when they're due, what days of the month they're due. And then you also have your bill tracker, what days of the month they're due, debt tracker, all that good stuff. See, like you have your water, what day is it due? Let's say the 7th. Internet is a bill, what day is it due? Boom, on the 8th. So, and now you're going to see everything reflect up here on the calendar. So you have a bird's eye view of what to do and when it's due. And these categories that are populating under these right here are coming from, once again, the Start tab. What you put for your bills. You put your bills are internet, water, electricity, Spotify, Netflix, and all that good stuff. So that's that. So once October comes, you're just going to come in and hit now that it's October, and just leave it at 2024. And if any of the dates change, you will change the date. If not, blah, 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 they stay the same. And you also have a note section over here, so you can take notes of anything that you want to, remind yourself of, maybe for the next month or so. You can put some notes over here. Okay, so now we have the subscription tracker. Okay, so now over here under the subscription overview, you're going to just input your subscriptions, like what categories they fall under. For me, you see I have cloud storage, and I put how much it costs a month. And over here, you see I did put Apple storage. The category is cloud storage, because this is the category over here under the subscription overview. And right here, you see billing is monthly, or you can change it to quarterly or annually. Auto renew, yep. The date that is debited from my account is 22nd. The price is $10.09. So the monthly price is $10.09. That's if you pay monthly. If you pay yearly, this is how much, unless you're getting like a discount or something for like annual pay. But that's one thing I like about the subscription tracker, is that it gives you the annual price. It lets you know how much you're paying for a subscription. Because when you just pay like $5 every month, or like $12, $13 a month, you're like, oh, that's not that bad. I can keep paying it or whatever. But when you calculate that for the entire year, you might be like, dang, $155, that's a lot of money for, I could be saving that and putting that towards something else. For me personally, I love Canva. I have been an avid Canva subscriber since they first came out, and that is one subscription that has not lapsed, that has not had any break in service. Like, I faithfully make sure my Canva is paid because I use it so often. I love this column on this tracker, the annual price. It just lets you know how much you're actually paying for a subscription. And then over here you have the monthly subscription. So monthly paying $30 for your monthly subscriptions. And then you have your notes section over here in the last column. So that is pretty much it for the Budget by Paycheck Google spreadsheet. I hope you found this video to be at least a little, helpful, and to help you better understand how to maneuver and navigate through the spreadsheet. I'm still trying to get the hang of learning of how to explain things and slow down in talking and stuff like that. So hopefully this video, you can find it helpful. And if you are still here, I just want to thank you. If you are one of the ones that downloaded the spreadsheet, thank you so much. I truly, truly, truly appreciate it. I hope you find it helpful on your, your debt-free journey, or just becoming more in tuned and intentional with your spending. I hope you find this tracker to be enlightening and just helpful on your journey. I also use it on my iPad as well. So some people like pen and paper, some people like digital. I'm a digital girl. I'm a digital girl, so I also use it on my iPad as well. So if you found this video helpful, please do me a favor and hit the like button. And if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do so. That would mean so much to me, and it also does help my channel out a lot. Thank you so much. And if you haven't downloaded the spreadsheet yet, What are you waiting for? Get on top. Start taking control of your finances. What are you waiting for? Get on it. It's free. Free 99. The link will be in the description for those who are interested in trying it out to see if it works for them. And as always, beauties, always continue to become wiser, stronger, and better every day.